শুভ বিজয়া সুরভির চ্যানেল দ্য ক্যাফিনেটেড রিডারে আপনাদের আবারও স্বাগত। তো শেষ হলো আমাদের উৎসব, বাঙালিদের শ্রেষ্ঠ উৎসব, সবচেয়ে বড় উৎসব দুর্গাপুজো। আমি বাঙালি, এটার আনন্দ আমার জন্য সবথেকে বেশি। হ্যাঁ, কিছুটা ভিন্ন রূপে পালন করলাম এবার উৎসবটা, কিছুটা মনমরা হয়ে, কিছুটা অন্যরকম, যেরকম আমরা পরিচিত নই, যে সেই হই হুল্লোড়, সেই আমেজ, সেই পুজোর দিনের জন্য উৎসাহ, এবার সব কিছুই অনেকটা কমতি ছিল এইসবে। সব কিছু আমাদের ভালোর জন্যই। অনেক সময় অনেক কিছু এত বেশি মনে পড়েছে যে সত্যি অনেক কষ্ট হয়েছে। কিছু না, সব কিছু আমাদের ভালোর জন্য হয়েছে। আশা করছি সামনের বছর যখন মা আসবেন তখন আবারও ফিরে পাবো সেই আমেজটা, সেই আনন্দ, উৎসাহ, হই হুল্লোড়, সব কিছু যেটা আমরা বাঙালিরা এত বেশি পরিচিত। হয়তো এই বছর হয়ে উঠতে পারিনি, কিছু না, কিছুটা ভিন্ন রকমভাবে করলাম। আসছে বছর আবার হবে, কী আছে, এই বছর একটু অন্যভাবে করলাম, অন্য রকমের একটা স্মৃতি জড়িত হলো। তো ঠিক আছে, এখন এসে যায় আমাদের চ্যানেলে। Welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is my booktube channel, The Caffeinated Reader. I am Shirobhi, and once again I am before you with some recommendations, special recommendations. So for my non-Bengali friends who don't understand Bengali, I would just like to translate the wishes and whatever I told till now in Bengali, so that you all also know whatever I spoke till now. So this time we were not able to celebrate Durga Pujo in the same way as we Bengalis generally do for this coronavirus thing. And for the Bengalis, this is a very, very, very special moment. It's not a festival, it's an emotion. And being dull on these moments, being not able to enjoy it to the fullest, is a very painful experience which I experienced and most of the Bengalis experienced for the first time. So it's okay, hopefully next time when Ma will be visiting us, that is Durga Ma will be visiting us, hopefully we will be able to enjoy it as much as we Bengalis do in this festival. Not only Bengalis, non-Bengalis also do. Navratri is there and everyone in the country celebrates it. It's after all a great festival, and we are unity in diversity. We celebrate each other's festivals, and Durga Puja is a festival for everyone. So yes, that was it, whatever I was saying. Now today's video is going to be a Navratri Durga Puja recommendation for you next year, so that you get some books for next year, you can read them. So yes, let's go into today's video. So today's video is going to be the most candid, in the sense that I am going to be the most vulnerable, most unplanned, the real me, without any book, with all bookish and non-bookish stuffs of me, with the dress lover and with the person who loves to dress up in traditional attires and everything else, as the real Shirobhi you are going to witness today. So since it's going to be a candid video, I thought of making the video a more candid one, a more natural and more into my life, that you get a glimpse of. So yes, today whatever I'm going to recommend you are some books and authors you can read in the festival time, especially in Durga Puja, because they are writers who write from mythology, and mythology are generally concentrated in and around festivals. And I just wanted you all to know some great writers and some great books. You can read them, reread them next year Pujo, and you will enjoy them as much as I did, some of which I read. And without any further delay, let me get into the topic. So the first book that I want to recommend you is not actually a book, kind of a column. I read it in Juggernaut, and it's Durga Writes a Letter to Her Father by Devdutt Patnaik. Now this was a really, really short read. It is kind of a column or an article, and it is a very short read. It's about 22-25 pages or 15 pages kind of there. And here Durga is presented as a simple character, and again mystified as a divine character. And her problems is the problems of the entire womanhood. Her problems is the problem of maternal life. Her problem is the problem of motherhood, of being a girl. And her problems are metamorphosed into the problems of the ordinary lives, into the ordinary people's lives, and her family problems, be it with Shiva, be it with her children Kartik, Ganesh, and her daughters Saraswati, and all others, Lakshmi, and all the problems are presented in a simple way by Devdutt, in such a way that they all feel like they are the problems of this mortal world, and when you read it, trust me, you are going to get goosebumps in your body because it's presented in such a delicate and yet in an intense way. So yes, first, and Devdutt Patnaik is a must read when you are reading mythology. He is a great person in this case. So yes, that was my first recommendation, Durga Writes to Her Father. Now coming to my second recommendation, I would like to recommend you the Ramchandra series written by Amish Tripathi. There are 3 books in the series till now. This is the Sita, Ram and Ravan. I don't think I am saying in the chronological order, but it's these 3 people, characters, narratives that are transformed. Each of the book is written from the main protagonist perspective, and there is one book, another going to come into the series, and that is where all of them converge into the story and the story takes a final shape. I have not read this book till date, all these 3 in this series, because I am wanting for the last book to come in the series, because I really hate the feeling of waiting to see the ultimatum. So I am just wanting for the whole series to be in place, and then I'm gonna purchase it. And that's why my today's recommendation is also for the reason that we all complete it by next year, and hopefully by next year Amish is going to bring the book. So yes, my second recommendation is Ramchandra series series book. If you are a person who can wait for reading the books of the ultimatum, then that's a definitely great choice, this Ramchandra series. So yes, second recommendation, the Ramchandra series. Now my third recommendation will not be a recommendation of books but of authors, because I will be particularly recommending authors, those who are very great in mythological genre in when it comes to our country's mythology. Because if you go out of our country, there are writers like Neil Gaiman and all who write tremendous good mythological books, fiction or non-fiction. But when it comes to our country, I'll be recommending some writers. The first one would be Kavita Kane. She writes brilliantly about those people who are not given proper light and acknowledgement in our scriptures. Their roles are shown in the light of the sun in her books and her works, and that's the best part about her writing. She loves to give the hidden talents and the unsung heroes of our scriptures, of our mythological stories, the proper recognition they need, and that's why I'd really like to recommend you. And it's a recommendation because I have not recommendation based on not experience but on other people's recommendations, because I have not read her works till late, because I'm not much into the mythological genre, so I have not gone through it much. But I love the recommendations of many people, of some people, and they have recommended her work so very much, and that's the reason I'm recommending you all. In my 2020 to 2021 goals, I am having the goal of reading her works, and that's it. So my next recommendation is the recommendation of the author Kavita Kane. Now the next author I want to recommend is again an author from the mythological genre, and he is Kelvin Missal. He has written the Kalki, and I think it's sequence Kalki 2. And yes, I also want to read this book, and I have heard tremendous great reviews from critical people who generally don't recommend or don't like many books of this sort, and are very critical in their recommendations and reviews. So yes, when they have recommended it, and I have seen really great reviews in Goodreads and other platforms of reviews, and I have really loved the reviews, and I also want to read it. So yes, this is also in my TBR to read his works, and that's why I am also recommending you. So the next work is by Kelvin Missal, the Kalki and its sequence. Now that was all for the recommendation part, and this, since it's a festive season, I don't want to load you with more informations, and that's why I just want to give you a glimpse. Since I have said that it's a candid video of mine, you are going to get a very good knowledge about the type of a person I am in real life out of the bookish aspect of mine. So yes, here's a short sneak peek into my Navratri for the non-Bengalis and into my Durga Puja for the Bengalis, and how it went. Some of them I couldn't capture everything, but I tried to give you some sneak peeks into it. So yes, watch it out. how was it guys, the sneak peek? I couldn't do it in a very kind of vlogging way because I don't generally shoot so much outside, but I tried to give you a glimpse of how it went overall, and I hope you got a pretty much, if not great, a little idea about it. And yes, that was all about my Navratri and Durga Puja, whatever any one of you want to think about. And lastly, I would want to conclude my video with a song, Durga Puja song, because it's the festivities of Durga Puja, Diwali coming. And please forgive my horse ragging voice, but I would just like to sing a song and then we will go into the formal parts. বছর বছর আসতে হবে তোমায় দুর্গা মা, দশভুজা সাজতে হবে তোমায় দুর্গা মা। হে বছর বছর আসতে হবে তোমায় দুর্গা মা, দশভুজা সাজতে হবে তোমায় দুর্গা মা। ঢাকে পড়বে কাঠি পুজো জমজমাটি, ঢাকে পড়বে কাঠি পুজো জমজমাটি, মাগো জগৎ জুড়ে তোমার মহিমা। শারদিয়া সবার ঘরে আসবে দুর্গা মা। হে বছর বছর আসতে হবে তোমায় দুর্গা মা, 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 দুর্গা মা। I hope it was not that painful to hear it, and it was kind of okay, if not that great, because I know I'm not a great singer and I have a very hoarse voice, but I just felt like singing because it was the end of Durga Puja and I was missing it, so I wanted to share with you all. Hopefully you loved today's video, and if you did love, okay, no positive quote for today. The reason is this month is all about festivities, happiness, and there are so many things to look forward to. Like we are having Diwali, and then we are having Bhai Dooj, and in Bengali we are having Bhai Phota. There are small festivals also in between, like Lakshmi Puja, Lokhi Pujo, and these all actually make a tremendous source of happy vibes. And that's the thing, khao piyo mazze karo, bhalo khao, bhalo thako, bhalo nutun poshak poro. And I just wish that's the thing we all follow. We just want to be happy, and that's the reason I also don't want to give you any directional positive quote that is the quote that needs to be kept in mind and then applied. No, na baba na, because it's the month of happiness. Just follow your heart, don't harm anyone, and stay happy, stay blessed. So if you like my video of today, because I really loved making it, because I just switched between the Bongmi and then the Shurabhi, you all know, between Bengali and English, between Durga Puja, Navratri and all the festivities. I just could feel stepping into so many cultures and so many languages, and the diversity was so vibrant. So yes, if you liked my video of today, do like it, comment what you like the most, what you didn't like, and what you love to see more, because I look forward to your comments. Subscribe to my, share it with your friends, family, close ones, and everyone you think would love to see it. If you have Bong friends, and if you have non-Bong friends who would love to see it, because some people might want to watch. And if you love blabbering of mine, then do share it. Subscribe to my channel, because I post every week and you might be wanting to see more. So that was it guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the good things that's necessary to make me and make my channel grow. So till the next time, bye bye.